could hear them praying for me. As if that was not all. I want to talk about our emotions. That's why I'm telling you people my story. Baby came out. Normal, people will be happy, everybody will be happy. When my husband was standing in front of the theater, they took out the baby. Normally they bring the baby. I prayed. I was desperate. I was in a state. They took out the baby. I heard my husband ask, "Yes, ma'am, I've seen the baby. Where is my wife?" Took the baby to my sister and took me to the ICU. I stayed there. I was talking since the baby was half. So I was talking with my husband. And then from time to time, they always come and check. Those uncomfortable moments, they'll come and check. At some point, the doctor was like, "Let us take her back to the theater immediately." See, before then, they never ever operated me. I did not have any scar on my body, like operation. Let us take her back to the theater. But I was talking, as I'm talking to you, that is how I was talking with my husband. And my husband was like, "Doctor, what's happening?" See, there is no time to explain. Back to the theater. Then I was told by the time they were lifting me up from the bed, like from my back down was blood. We did not know, no problem. Went back to the theater. Before we could go back into the theater, I was like, "See, God, I cannot even die now.
Yes.
I cannot. That's the way I refuse to die, yo."
Yes.
They don't even try, like, please. They never face body, like, it's still as tiny as.
Yes.
Went back into the theater. I was kept open for the second time. Nothing, they did not see. Nothing was wrong. Everything was seemingly okay. Then they closed it. Went back. After about 2-3 hours, there was an ambulance outside that called Akatini Hospital in Douala. They are bringing an emergency case. Then Dr. Ngando in Limbe was like, "Let's just take her back to the theater for a third time." That is within the space of 5-7 hours. I was cut off 3 times. No, it's Melvis, it's not Jesus. Melvis is the operating Jesus. I was cut open the third time. When we were getting into the theater, the third time, I'm very courageous. I don't mind as I don't quiet. And if you're nothing fear, please. I choose my words. And if fear, but I respect everybody seated here. I respect to the latter. But I need fear. When we're getting into the theater, my husband asked me, "So you go?" I said, "I want to go to 21. Today you're accepting." I said, "I don't even know what's wrong." Waiting for you outside. As I was entering, you can imagine the state in which I was. As I was entering, my husband told himself, if they come and tell him, "Sorry, sir," he too will take his life. So as I was getting into the theater, I was not praying for myself. I had a multitude of people praying for me already. At that point, I was meditating for my husband. "Father, please, for my sake, help him. Help his mind, help his heart, help his emotions." When I see something in the way, sorry, sir, I'll just talk English pidgin. You see something in the way, you worry me. Come on. I will not blame anybody to a point to be rude. When you act rude to me. Disclaimer, I'm not going to make person rude. But I would want to understand your reason for doing what you're doing. Please, give people room to hurt you. Whether you give or not, we seize the opportunity, will make you vex well. But you know what? The problem remains with you, not with me. Say, "I vex Sister Sharon." Now you will remain with vex. I don't go. I'm telling you. Take care of your emotions. Let's go into the foundations of how we were raised. Forgive your parents. For those who have to. Forgive your parents. If our mothers, our fathers, they knew better, He would have done better with us. Your mom, your dad did not know any better. That is how they were raised. That is how, so they were just moving along with some things. That is why till now we are still finding it very difficult to get some things out. Be very intentional. That is extremely intentional with yourself. Okay, yesterday we were told of having accountability partners. Please be your first accountability partner. For your mental health, for your emotional wellness, be your first accountability partner. I cannot love anybody more than the way the person loves herself. I know if you push you past go place, so you want me to push you.
That's right.
Bible says there's a scripture that says somebody encouraged himself by himself. David. Please, I can use, if it's words, I do a lot of writing. So if not to use sweet words, not flattery, to talk, I would encourage everybody here. That is one. I tell una the intimate, very beautiful words. But you know what? Those words will go nowhere in the state of your heart, your emotions. Normally, you will not know a human being fully. Sister Felicia knew me back then in the university, but I'm not sure we spent a night in the room. So now that, to a point, she has known me because I undressed in front of her. So there's some parts, like, I'm not saying she was staring at me to see something, but there's some parts in my body she knows that this really cabadon cover and so the place, and so maybe seafood be fat. Like, if you don't get so intimate with somebody, you don't know. And that respect fully comes when you have gotten intimate with somebody and you respect that person. Take care of yourself. Take care of you. Before anybody coming to help you, what are you doing for yourself? Life is beautiful. It depends on the angle you stand. As a coach, I'll help you to put yourself out. Yes, man. It depends on the angle you stand. Because sometimes we stand here, life will fast strong. When you go see I stand here and 5,000 kids, and I know that I can have fun with myself of 500 by the give of 50,000. We're going to take me like the next 3 weeks to raise 50,000. Sister, sit down, take your 500 francs.